Hey guys, Major Kid here, back with more Black Ops Cold War content. And today, I'm going to be doing a live commentary about the 5 things I would like to see change from the beta come launch. First, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, as I have a ton of content coming in the days ahead, as we round up to yet another year of Call of Duty in just a few short days. Now, let's get into the video. As always with these live commentaries, they are subjective and entirely my opinion. And if you disagree, just this once, Bobby, you might be right. Also, some backstory. I play a copious amount of Call of Duty every year, with my most recent year topping out at just over 20 full days of playtime. Call of Duty is something that I genuinely enjoy, and even though I mean to come off critical instead of negative, I probably will sound negative. Now, when it comes to Black Ops Cold War, I streamed the alpha for 48 hours. Then, on week 1 of the beta, I did yet another 48-hour stream. And for week 2, over on Xbox, I did a 72-hour stream right here on YouTube. So I do have a little over 100 hours of playtime, and these are the things that I feel that can be improved. Are they fundamental creative changes? No. But some minor tweaks that would improve the quality of life without changing the development studio's original vision. So let's start with visibility. Visibility is really bad in this game. But I do want you to know that I'm not talking about graphical fidelity, as there's a huge difference between graphical fidelity and visibility. Graphical fidelity refers to the detail, resolution, and frame rate a certain game has and how well it sustains it. And even though Cold War has subpar graphical fidelity when compared to Modern Warfare, I do feel that they made great improvements in the right direction from the alpha to the beta. Does this mean that the game will be fully optimized by launch? I don't know. Will it make the most out of the next-gen consoles, that being the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X? I doubt it. But that's all to be seen. Unlike visibility, in week 2 of the beta, playing on a dedicated gaming monitor, your immediate area of operations looked amazing when compared to the rest of the map. Also, the game is plagued by this weird texture like the one you see on the screen right now, and it feels like it doesn't even want to fully render a cutscene. And this right here is exactly what happens at range. This game suffers from something that I'm calling the headlight effect, where the next 30-something feet look good, but once you start to stretch those ranges, it becomes extremely hard to see anything. It was like your graphics card threw up pixels on the screen with a sun mirage filter on, like the ones you see on the highway. But it was almost like the game didn't want you to engage anyone at range, as it was just a pixelated blob on the screen. I'm by no means a developer. I don't know how easy this would be to fix, but after 20 meters, good luck. You might as well be shooting a Picasso painting put through a paper shredder. Number 2, and this one largely builds on top of number 1, and that is enemy player illumination. I only use iron sights, and I would like to believe that I'm extremely proficient with iron sights. But let me clarify, character illumination is what's supposed to tell your eye in that split second of combat, hey, I'm not a texture, I'm an enemy. And that just simply wasn't active. This was a problem in the Modern Warfare beta as well, especially when you were outside of a structure looking in. It would be pitch black, and even though it's extremely realistic, it just doesn't work in real time, especially when it comes to an arcade shooter. Like, look at this clip and take your time. If you have to pause the video, do so, but please tell me where the fuck the enemy is. Did you find them yet? Let's take it back. There. There he is. In a game that is fast paced, where you can die within fractions of a second, it appears as if I just died to this boat. To a fucking boat. So player illumination is extremely important. A 2-pixel thick outline goes a long way. Except for you, Bobby. A 2-pixel thick anything doesn't go a long way for you. The third thing I would like to see changed is faction assigned operators. This is not really a big deal, but when you factor the other 2 visibility problems that this game already has, it really amplifies the problem. Faction assigned operators means that whenever you pick an operator, you will play as the operator no matter what. Doesn't matter if you pick Woods as your operator, which a lot of people did by the way. If you're CIA or Spetsnaz, the game doesn't care. You will be Woods. There were multiple situations where I was Woods. I would have a teammate next to me who was also Woods, and then another teammate will pass us who was also Woods, and he'll turn the corner, and then another Woods will come out of the same corner, and I would simply think, oh, it's just my teammate doubling back. But instead, it was an enemy. and they would instantly kill me. I didn't even get to put my gun up, let alone get a shot off. Means that it's possible for you to have a whole TDM match where all the players could pick one single operator. This is something that because of Modern Warfare, I got spoiled. If I was Ghost and I saw a Igor, a Minotaur, or a Maze, it was no doubt. Shake it pop pop. If I was Nikto and a Wyatt, Captain Price, or Alex turned the corner, then tap tap. But the combination of no visibility, no player illumination, and no faction assigned operators made me extremely paranoid. If anyone got too close, it was on sight. And these are the three major things that I hope that they fix come launch. I feel like the combination of these three is what led to people think that the game was visually subpar. But moving on to number 4, and this is the attachment meta. Every single gun in the beta, as far as I know, shared a lot of the same attachments. And before you go down in the comment section and said that snipers had iron sights and all the weapon did, get your technical ass out of here. I'm specifically talking about the Warden tight grip and the no stock, or whatever variation of no stock was available for said weapon. Let's take the AK for example, starting with the quick draw grip, which gives you a 10% boost to your ADS. The impact handle, however, will give you a 90% flinch resistant. And let's stop it right here. As of right now, we have two very different flavors. One gives you a pretty good boost to your aim down sight time. The other one reduces flinch, making you more accurate within the gunfight. And here is the problem. When you go down to the drop shot handle, it's absolutely useless. It only gives you a 50% reduction to your flinch. Compare this to the impact handle that gives you 90%. There's simply no point in using the drop shot handle at all. Moving on to a task force handle, this one gives you a 25% boost to your aim down sight time, with one con, a 10% hit to your sprint out. My problem with this is that sprint out time is the second most important stat related to handling, for most people at least, with the third being strafing speed and the first being aim down sight speed. This is a clear winner when compared to the quick draw handle. So again, we only have two handles to choose from, the impact handle with a 90% flinch resistant, or the task force handle with a 25% boost to aim down sight speed and a 10% slower sprint out. And here's where it doesn't start to make sense. The Warden tight grip, a 15% boost to our aim down sight speed, 80% resistance to our flinch, and only a 5% hit to our sprint out. Not only is it a more balanced than all the other handles, it's just better. Between 90% and 50% flinch resistance, the 80% sits right in the middle. And between a 15% ADS speed and 25 is definitely better. Now when you talk about the fact that with a 25% boost to our end on sight time, you're also going to take a 10% hit to our sprint out. The Warden tight grip offers a 15%, and you will only take a 5%. It has a milder increase and a more subtle nerf. But when you add that 80% flinch resistance, it's a no-brainer. And this is what I hope changes. With every attachment, there is a clear winner in most categories across all weapons. There's one that is simply just better. This makes for a very strong meta, but not just a strong meta, a boring one at that. Same thing happens when we look at the barrels. For example, the Type 63. A 16.4 barrel gives us a 10% rapid fire with no cons. 21.5 gives us a 200 damage boost to vehicles. And this is just here for filler. There is no reason why anyone should use this. 16.4 titanium gives us a 23% boost to our fire rate, but we do take a 25% hit to our damage range. If we stop this right now, it is very clear. Use the 16.4 for most occasions, and then use the titanium for small maps, as range doesn't matter that much. Taking a look at the 21.5 barrel, that gives us 100% of effective range. This is only going to be used in large maps by a handful of people, as a fire rate boost just looks more appealing. And finally, the 18.3 inch barrel. 9% damage, 17% more fire rate, and I'm not even going to mention the last stat because it's just stupid. In any small map, if you see someone using the Type 63, they will be using the 18.3 inch barrel. You can bet your bottom dollar on it. It shoots faster than the regular 16.4, not faster than titanium, but it will require one less bullet to kill as it has that 9% damage boost. As for the idle sway in close quarters, please, it's negligible. And that's what I'm worried about, having meta weapons with meta attachments. Meaning, it will be like Warzone Season 4 with the Bruin, except every Bruin will have the exact same attachments, with the only variation, if any, being the sights, as that's just pure preference. This will really kill the fun, and worse, all of creativity. It leaves no wiggle room. If you wanted to use anything other than the set meta attachments, you will get outgunned every single time, as it makes gameplay extremely finite. Now for number 5, and this is the only positive one on the list, and that is communication between the community and the studio. If I recall, and this is out of pure memory, so don't quote me on this, there was at least 3 updates during the alpha, which is absolutely amazing. I cold-heartedly believe that a great multiplayer game could only be achieved through the united effort of both the development studio and the community that plays it. This was a huge problem in Modern Warfare, not just with the stealth changes after every update, but the speed of the updates. The longer something is left unchecked, the harder the nerf needs to be to make it irrelevant. We saw this with the Renetti. They left it unchecked for so long that when they did nerf it, they nerfed it to the ground, making it unusable. But when it comes to the Grau, who was left unchecked for months on end, a minor nerf to the recoil didn't do a damn thing. I hope that Treyarch keeps an open level of communication with us, the community, and I hope they keep up with that speed in which they respond. And that's it. Those are the 5 things I want to see change in Black Ops Cold War come launch. But now, I want to hear from you guys. What are some of the changes you would like to see in Black Ops Cold War when the game launches on November 13th? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on to get notified when my videos go live. A like rating is always appreciated. And if you have any questions, hit me up on the Discord. Link in the description below. A quick reminder that I do stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, that's all for me today. I'm MLJOR, and I thank you for watching.